Ovechkin covering in point position. Snapshot on the way. Block. Rebound. Score! 1 minute and 50 seconds into the contest. The Caps grab the lead. Pelech playing shuffleboard with his longtime partner, Ryan Pulock.
Isn't it amazing?
Protas here. Scores! Off the turnover. Protas makes no mistake.
And isn't it amazing how the D are so active?
4 minutes and 40 seconds remain in the middle stanza. Caps put 2 on the board in the first. They have a Ryan Leonard goal here in the second. Now they have a breakaway alone. Snapshot. Score! Alexei Protas. Up close and personal with 13 in the blue as he clears. On through Panarin. 2-on-1 with Zibanejad. Panarin for Zibanejad. Goal! Sprawling Lindgren. Magnificent. Ovechkin 2-on-2. Alex leans in. Drops one behind his back to Beauvillier. Up top it comes Chisholm's wrister, deflected wide and quick. 0-0, we carry along. Deflection. Score! Beauvillier. Kucherov wheels and deals. Off the feed here, Thompson with a good step out to beat Hagel. Is the reserve netminder. Phoenix Copley is a scratch. The Bolts are carrying 3 targets. Wilson able to clear over the head of Moser. McMichael's on his horse. Connor McMichael, quick feed! Score! Alexei Protas. It was intercepted but not clear. Carlson, good move. To the corner. Rotate for Wilson. Carlson's at the mid-ice. Long range deflection. Score! The Caps have tied it on a power play goal with Wilson in front. Send it all the way back to the rear guard, who's backpedaling at center. Into the second minute of OT. First goal wins it. On the move, Wilson, full throttle. Tom Wilson turns. Wilson feeds the front. Score! Jacob Chekrin. Washington's a winner. .220 separating us from Capitals Intermission Live. Faravari has some room to operate. Nice send in. Ovechkin to the front doors. Dylan Strome in the grade 8. Wilson gaining ground through center. Sends McMichael to the outside. Finagel's in there against 2 defenders who turn him back. Faber keeping tabs on Wilson. This pass down low. Score! Protas!
Because Gustafson had to play Wilson for the shot.
Strome with Beauvillier and Ovechkin out there right off the draw. 898 for the Capital captain. At even strength, including a goal tonight. Beauvillier hits the seam. Anthony chops this one to the front. Kick out, stop, rebound, score! Dylan Strome. Strome takes the pass. Carlson fakes the blast. Strome to a better shooting lane. Puts it on a platter for Carlson. Deflection, score! Wilson again camped out on top.
A real good angle job there by Hronek. Make sure he kept him to the outside on that play.
Leonard using the end wall. There's Strome. Strome to the slot area. Wilson, one more. Oh, Ditto! Magnificent stop, but Leonard tucks the rebound.
This is fatigue setting in for Vancouver. Number 1, 3rd game in 66 or so hours. Number 2, only playing with 10 forwards. They look dead tired.
Rasmus Sandin for Washington. A long way from the cage. Nice pass. LaPierre, one more. Jacob Chekrin. Protas has the rebound for Washington. John Carlson towards the net. Deflection try. That goes wide of the goal as well.
Demko didn't see that.
Carlson alone. He scores from way downtown. It's a 1-goal game. Stevenson greeted there by Dowd. This is shuffled on ahead to Duhaime. Working against Dunn. Duhame finds Carlson in the slot. Beautiful. Seattle losing Mason Marshman an evening ago in a setback up in Philly. Loose in the high slots.
$1,500 up in the Caps' next home game.
Check. Off a relay from the captain, it's 3-love. Sort of playing center tonight. Spencer Carberry scratching Sonny Milano from the forward ranks. Catton closing in, bang, bang, great save! Thompson robbed Everly. To Yegor Chinakhov, blazing down the wing. Chinakhov silenced by Carlson. Cavs have it, 3-on-3 through center. Off and running McMichael, throwing some snow there at Matejchuk. Drive and score! From long range, Carlson on the board.
I think they all saw number 43 and his number. They sort of prevailed.
Off the draw, score! Alex Ovechkin, it's 8 and 99, close together again. 899 goals for the Great Eight. Fantilli clears it on out. Jenner on the go, trickles this to Thompson's doorstep. He'll help his own cause, finding Leonard. Now a breakaway feed for Sordev. Right on in, hit the post, rebounds in. Sordev on a big shot. It's 3-0.
He'll take it, and the Caps fans are going crazy.
Carlson, who's bumped his to 5. Carlson towards the front, redirected, loose there. Frank stop. Follow-up chance, score! Wilson point blank.
Threaded the needle on a beautiful sauce pass.
Snapshot in the front, deflected, Greaves save, rebound, batted in. No goal is the call. McMichael saying it was below the crossbar height when he batted it in.
Zub works a set piece there for Batherson, a wrister that didn't get to the goal. Chikrin took a rough tumble. Slot pass here, and Lindgren sprawls out to make the stop there. Batherson point blank.
Faravari for Washington to turn. Spots the open man. Down. Waits. Looks for reinforcements. Van Riemsdyk from a severe angle tries to stuff. Rebound loose. Van Riemsdyk. Stick-to-itiveness. Chikrin off the head fake from point position. Sorokin's been razor sharp in the first half of this hockey game. Chikrin playing a little cat and mouse with Heineman. Loose there. Score! Wilson with a slam dunk.
And that means they only have 21 guys now with Dubois being injured in the first. Ethan Frank.
Drouin right on into his forehand. Sprawling glove save. Magnificent. At the offensive end, this is Dylan Strome on the interchange, playing catch with Leonard towards the goal deflection. Rebound there. Score! Dylan Strome. Malenstein, the former Cap, testing Lindgren off the shoulder. Rebound belongs to Wilson. He'll send it out wide. Protas is in alone. Alexei Protas, 2-on-0. Give it go. Score!
Now that's the type of offense I'd love to see.
Stopped by Luukkonen once again through the screen. Roy reloads. Deflected.
In front of the net, Ryan Leonard cleared out, and the Caps unhappy about that.
With Parayko in the box, 2 minutes for cross-checking. Caps get control. Chikrin sets up shot, top side with Carlson. Lines and fires. Score! Wilson camped out in front. That changes direction. Lost it there to Ovechkin. Quick relay comes to the point. Chikrin fires. Just missed. Ovechkin turns. He scores! The Great Eight is the one and only at 900. Beauvillier for Ovechkin from skate to stick. Alex to the outside, squeezed off there by Fault. Beauvillier knifing in, delays to his backhand. He scores! A fantastic move.
They've been involved in a big way, putting up 6 points.
That's what you were begging for during Caps pregame live. Wilson punched this ahead. That would have been a hand pass. Follow-up score! Since the Blues touched it, it was a live puck. And there was no mistake. Backtrack there by Shen. This gets away from Wilson. McMichael pouncing on it. Van Riemsdyk to Sandin. High slot deflection, stop, rebound, score. Tom Wilson makes it a half dozen. Bucked in the corner. Shift it for Duhaime short side. Score!
Stick between his legs when he got that shot away. Impressive opportunity.
2-on-1, point and Gensel. Gensel waits. Around the sliding Chikrin. Great save by Thompson.
Locker, you and I and Al had a long conversation with Tampa Bay coach John Cooper earlier today. It involved a lot of Tom Wilson discussion. We'll talk more about that as this game progresses. This one fired to the line for John Carlson. A slapper that leaked through and may have been finished off before it crossed the line. Carlson's bid eluding Vasilevsky. As Carolina goes back to the man advantage. Ehlers, front door, great save there by Thompson. On a point-blank chance for Jarvis. To the extra session. Meyer blazing in, fires, kick-out save, rebound. Oh, Thompson, marvelous on Shimon Nemitz. Jared Davidson on the ice, 49 in the red, working with Gallagher and Veleno. This is a fourth-line trio for St. Louis. Carrier on the hook back to mid-ice, fires, rebound, doorstep, pad save, Lindgren. After Carlson and Chikrin gave Washington the lead, Velarde has a pair for the visiting Jets. Centering pass. Roy keeps it alive. Ovechkin flings one at the goal. Score! A downtown turnaround. Dillon was not able to get that one on Cage. Nice send away, 2-on-1 Barzell. Cross ice, great stop! Logan Thompson, fabulous on Anders Lee. Alexei Protas maneuvering along the wall. Wanted to get it to Farivari, didn't do so. Off and running, Barzell closing. Turns the Cage, tries to stop. Magnificent again was Thompson.
And Barzell's just giving him the what for, staring down Logan Thompson.
And also reassigned Bogdan Trineyev back to the American Hockey League's Hershey Bears. Zooming through center, Ryan Leonard. Leonard with a gorgeous move. He scores! Normally, I wouldn't pound a 7-goal like that, but that was special. Kurashev digging in along the backboards. Roy takes a piece of him in front to Foley. Sprawling kick-out save. Lindgren again dazzling with the splits. Dylan Strome keeping it on the stick of Chikrin. Down in the final minute of extra time. Here's Chikrin blazing in. Chikrin fires, stop. He rebounds and scores! Jacob Chikrin's done it again.
The speed, the grace of Jacob Chikrin off the wing. Misses the first shot. The goalie makes a fantastic stop. And then Chikrin out of midair knocks it.
Quick's going to leave the Cage to get there ahead of a hard-charging Connor McMichael. Wilson then just freight trained Laba.
He's down.
3-on-2. Sandin approaching.
They
Little
got a-
give and go. Slap pass. Score! Wilson knocks it home and then gets deposited into the Cage. McMichael sends another one on the way. That was rejected by the defensive Robertson. It's a 2-on-1 potential. Lafreniere. Saucer to Perreault. Sprawling to the cartwheel. Lindgren with a denial. Jacob Chikrin to a better shooting lane. Fires. Patted aside by Quick.
Yeah, he stayed with that with his right pad. Nice stop by Quick.
Wilson fires and scores! Yossi, soccer style, kept it alive. Cross ice one time. Stamkos' bid didn't get through. Loose in the slot area. One more. O'Reilly didn't slam it home. Start of a 3-game homestand. Caulfield gliding in. 2-on-1 fires. Almost works that through. Tries to stop. Rebound. Thompson gets over. McMichael, several splendid chances against Montembeault tonight. Send it out for Sandin. Looking late. Snapshot. Pad save. Rebound. Washington wins it 3-2. Carlo's the third different team with which he's worked with. I remember him most as a threat with the Buffalo Sabres. Olofsson's ninth, 15-58. Colorado has the only 2 goals in the second period until this. Backhand score! Ethan Frank gets it right back for the Cats. McKinnon snapshot blocked. Rebound loose to Natchez. McCarr straight away. McKinnon one-timer. Great save by Lindgren. Strome slots it for Chychrun, stick check. Colton outlet to Nelson one-on-one. Nelson toe drags right on in. Glove save. Lindgren dazzling with the right hand. Veravari pumps this one off the defender Uyghur as the Flames clear.
Man, they're blocking that front of the net, taking care of home plate big time. The Caps have to figure out a way, change the angle, and get those shots through.
Carlson closes, front door deflection, rebound, score! Hendricks Lapierre! And he gets King Kong off his back.
796 overall for the Caps, top 5 in that category. This game already, Joe, 17 missed shots against Cooley.
Sordif. Wilson there, loose, rebound, score! Protas lights the land. Ball with 60 seconds in the McNugget minute of the third. Kadri on the go. Nazem Kadri weaves his way in. Lost it there. Ovechkin has it. Alex towards the empty cage. Yes, sir! In the McNugget minute, should the Capitals score in the final minute of any regulation frame tonight, it's a free 6-piece McNugget for you with a minimum $1 purchase the next day on the McDonald's app. Coming late, Sandin drives, stop, rebound, score! A McNugget minute follow-up has tied it at 1.
That's exactly the response they needed. The bench going crazy.
Wallman takes it coast to coast. Snapshot sent wide by Savoy. Lapierre chips it out. Sordif has a 2-on-2 developing. Sordif closes, waits and fires. He scores! Justin Sordif!
What a shot!
On the boards, it's Ethan Frank. Moving on for John Carlson. Send it out wide to Beauvillier. Front door. Score!
That's called a cheating goaltender on that play. Connor Ingram was cheating on the play.
Strome weaving his way in. Wilson's parked on the far boards. Strome gets it back for Chychrun. Dylan Strome fires. Score! Wins the draw for Chychrun. Strome for Chychrun once again. Through the seam beautifully. Backdoor. Score! Alex Ovechkin.
Tic-tac-toe. And
Ethan Frank getting some time 3-on-3. Sordif speeds in. Sordif not able to get through the defense. Carlson will. Sordif's next. Fires. Rebound on the doorstep. Score! Justin Sordif. Protas waiting along the wall. The NHL shutout leader is sitting on the bench tonight. Sorokin has a half dozen of those.
yeah, go!
They'll interchange, give and go. Richter, score! Veravari has a goal for his baby girl. Baby Anna, born just a couple days ago, already has a keepsake memento. Down low there, a great look for Beauvillier. Ovechkin saw him at the post. Beauvillier, stop attempt, score! Stevenson in the goal. Bjorklund backing him up. Snapshot towards the cage. Right to the waiting, catching mid of Clay Stevenson.
And here they go, Wilson and Mayfield. He didn't like the hit there in the neutral zone by Tom, and Mayfield's their toughest customer, getting the jump with a couple of shots, but nothing lands there against Tom. These two guys are huge. This is a heavyweight.
Wilson gets the right hand free. Mayfield's been pumping rights from the beginning.
Yeah, hitting his helmet a lot. Now they're just going to grab their dead tired.
Strome will steer it. Ethan Frank blazing down the wing. Frank to the outside. Ethan Frank feeds. Sandin, great look. One more pass. Score! It caroms in. Good things happen to good people. Schaefer fires just wide. Stevenson never flinched. He didn't see it. John Carlson all the way. Yes! John Carlson from as deep as possible has made it 4-1. Flashing the glove at it. This is a 2-on-1. It's Protas and Beauvillier. Beauvillier for Protas. He scores!
What a play all around, from the attack to breaking out of the zone. He's had a couple of good poke checks here tonight.
At the point, Faravari for Van Riemsdyk's wrister. Deflected rebound. Score! Beauvillier. Looking for goal number 20 on the season. Chekrin, Finagle's loose. Slot pass comes through. Dubois. Wrister. Score! Tom Wilson. Strome will advance between two defenders. Dubois rockets and scores. Welcome back, Pierre-Luc Dubois. Predators back to full strength. Here's a walk-in. 2-on-0. Halla, give and go. Tremendous stop. Thompson robbing Marchessault. Ovechkin storming towards the cage. Backhands one wide. LaPierre said, obviously, the defensive responsibilities are different. And again, he pointed out that he would be on the right side, his offside. Spin! Score! How about the skill set revealed there from Jacob Chikrin for his 20th? Some work on a skate blade. Half a dozen power plays for Washington. Of the AV variety. Chikrin right up the gut. Fires! Scores! Jacob Chikrin with another rocket.
Well, even the scrum's getting feisty there.